Hey guys, and welcome back to the Green Witch Homestead. So as you can clearly tell, we have finally gotten winter, and it is extremely bright out here. But I just wanted to walk you through and do a little update, some of the things we've been doing. We've kind of been hanging in the house. We got snowed in for about 2 days where nobody was going anywhere. The chickens are adapting. Some of them, this is the first time they've seen snow, so as you can clearly tell by Miss Tilly here, they don't like it. Come on, Tilly, down you get. There you go. But anyway, I wanted to answer a few questions that I know people have asked. One of them being, I've talked before about how I breed my chickens, and I have many different breeds, and I free range. Someone had asked me, well, since you free range and you have all of your breeds together, how do you hatch out purebred birds? So I figured I'd show you guys my little setup that I have. We are expanding it, and it's going to be a little bit different. For now, this is what we use. This time of year with the snow, it is a little mucky, but we do make sure to put fresh straw and shavings down in there periodically. This is what my husband calls Fort Knox. This is our little breed pen. We separate out the rooster and the hens that we want to breed, and we put them in here. The first couple days that they're in here, I don't keep the eggs. I collect them like normal and just use them for food. And then after that, I know that he's the one fertilizing any eggs that they're laying. And then we keep them in here for about 2 weeks till we get about 24 or so eggs, or however many we need. I'm trying to get it to focus on the birds there. There we go. So right now I have my copper Morans in here, and I had just recently had my Whiting's True Blues in here, which Tilly is one of. That's why you can hear her in the background. She wants to go back in her nest box. But they pretty quickly, 1 or 2 days, they get used to going back into the main coop. So we've got the copper Morans in here. We'll keep them in here for about 2 weeks or so. I've got 4 hens, and they lay about every day. So I will collect those eggs, and then they will go and switched out. I haven't decided who I'm going to put in here afterwards. The reason why we're talking about building more is because as of right now, I have my Whiting's eggs in the incubator. And then when these guys are done laying, they'll go into a second incubator. So that kind of stretches my breeds out a little bit, so I don't always have all of my breeds available all at the same time. So eventually, what I'd like to do is have several more separated areas, definitely some bigger with little ponds in them for the ducks, so that I can have everybody separated out at the same time and collect all my eggs at the same time. It means I'm going to require a bigger incubator or more incubators so that I can make sure that each tray is its own breed. But it's not that difficult to keep track, especially because all the eggs are different colors. So that's where we're at right now. This is how I'm getting started. I'm not evolving my breeding program too quickly because I don't have the space set up for it for all of those birds yet. Once we get the fencing down in the back pasture where the pigs and the gardens are, then we'll be moving the birds down there, and I'll be able to have more birds, and I can up my breeding program. I know chickens sell very well around here. We have several swap meets and things that we can sell the birds at, and the fancier the breeds, the more people want them. So that's the biggest reason why I've got these breeds that I've selected. I do have an order going into McMurray's hatchery for a couple more breeds that I want to add to my flock, which should round everything out. One I'm getting is the silver laced Polish. I don't know what it is. I just love the black and white chickens. I've got my silver laced Cochins, and now I'm going to have the silver laced Polish. Those are the ones that have the tufts on the top of their head. I'm also think I'm going to get some gold lace Polished, which they look really cool. And then I'm going to get some buff Brahmas, because I have my dark Brahmas, and they are beautiful birds, and I like them. But a lot of people like the buff colors better. So I think if I have both the buff and the dark Brahmas, I can sell them a little bit better. And I might try crossbreeding them down the way, see what color combinations I can get. I'm not breeding for show, so it's okay if I mix breeds every once in a while. With the snow we've been having, this is where a lot of my birds hang out for the day. They're not walking around doing their stuff. But these are my silver lace Cochins that I was talking about. And they're just beautiful. I mean, I love Cochins anyway, but that black and white pattern is just gorgeous. So ignore the messy snow. It kind of happens when you have birds. But you may have noticed We have 2 new additions to our homestead. We got us some turkeys. Look at my pretty flock. Rabbits are doing good back over here. I like doing the rabbits. It's a good source of food for us. I used to sell them a lot. I haven't decided if I'm going to continue breeding stronger for selling purposes or just breed short, small amounts for our own personal use. I do like having them for the manure, which with the Victory Garden, as you guys know, we're basically starting an entire garden on top of where the rabbits were, and as you can see, they are putting down more fresh manure over here. So there's a little bit of use that they have, but I don't know, we're still weighing the options with the rabbits as to whether we're going to keep them or not. I probably will. I'll probably keep a few just for our own personal use. We do have a lot of different things going, different ideas with the homestead. The biggest project that I want to undertake is getting permanent fencing structure and stuff down there. Now, we've had the animals up here for several years because the house is close by and we can see them from here. But now as we're developing the property down there and it's less forest and more field area, we've got the pigs, which kind of really help a lot with predator control because they're big, scary animals. We're going to be getting a permanent fence structure down there behind where the market gardens are. And the plan is to have that oak forest that's down there, to clear all the cedar trees out of it, to run the pigs through the entire thing so they can clear the underbrush out. And then we will section off areas and then we will rotate the pigs through those areas, and we'll have the birds rotating behind them. And that'll help keep the soil good and help keep the underbrush down and keep everything just on this nice rotational pasture. That's kind of like our 5-year goal. It's a very slow process. We're not really rushing into it. It's not important, so we're just kind of doing it as the opportunity presents itself. We'll probably be getting the main fence up this spring. That's pretty much what we're doing down there. I'm going to go ahead and head back inside and get some breakfast going and some hot coffee going and warm up a little bit. It's a beautiful day out here, but it is still a little chilly, as you can probably tell. So we're gonna get in, we're gonna warm up a little bit. I've got some inside updates for you as well. So let's go check out what's going on inside the farmhouse. As you can see behind me here, I'm getting ready to shoot some video clips for the fermented February video that will be coming out on our channel next weekend. We will be uploading on Saturday as opposed to Sunday because that is our scheduled day for the collaboration. I hope you guys are getting excited because we're going to be doing the traditional sauerkraut. I'm also doing how to make yogurt, which is a great substitute for sour cream if you don't sweeten it. It gives you that live bacterial culture for your gut health in a topping that most of us use on a regular basis. The other reason to be excited about the fermenting video is, if you remember from my little introduction clip a couple days ago, we're doing a giveaway. So if you want to participate in our giveaway and for a chance to win the Mason Tops Wide Mouth Fermenting Kit, then all you have to do is next Saturday when our fermenting video comes out, make sure that you're subscribed to our channel, give that video a thumbs up, and leave a comment below about why you want to start fermenting or what types of ferment recipes are your favorites if you already do. Any of those comments are going to get entered into the drawing, which will happen at the end of February. This is my jar of eggs. So I learned how to water glass eggs using pickling lime. It's a way to keep fresh eggs shelf stable for up to 6 to 8 months. Now, the reason that we're doing this is because right now we're getting some eggs from our chickens. We don't sell a lot of eggs right now, just being in the off season, people aren't buying. So we store these eggs in here and we'll use the extras that we're getting in for our personal use right now. Once we get into spring and the market seasons take off and we start selling eggs again, then these will be the ones that we eat, and we just package up and sell all of our fresh eggs as they come out of the chickens. Just look at that. But look at how pretty they are. All those pretty color eggs. They've been in there now for almost a month, and as you can tell, the water's still clear, which means we're still good. The plant starts that we started last week for the cold crops going into the Victory Garden. As you can see, everybody is up and growing, doing well. We've got some teenagers over here that I started a little bit before that. These are cabbages and cauliflowers. This is my favorite little corner in the house, and as you see, our plants are growing. My grow rack is still fairly empty. We got lots of room. We'll be doing some more seedling starts here in a little while. My sweet potatoes are finally starting to put off some slips. I'll show you a little bit on how we do that. You would just take your sweet potato and you put it in a mason jar of water, and you put it in a nice warm sunny location, and you wait. So you can put toothpicks and balance it so it's not touching the jar if you want. I find I don't need to. You see it's putting off these roots down here. That's what you're looking for. And eventually what you're gonna get is roots like this. You don't plant this sweet potato in the ground. The reason why you're doing them in the jar like this is because of these. And these are called sweet potato slips. One potato can give you anywhere from 15 to 20, sometimes more slips. Each slip is going to be a sweet potato plant that you put in the ground, and it will vine out and give you more sweet potatoes. The reason why we start these around this time of year is because this is a very, very slow process. By the time they're ready to go out, it's late enough into the spring that you can plant them in your garden. And of course, February marks the beginning of incubator season. Let's take a quick little peek inside here and see what's going on. There's our whitings eggs getting ready to hatch. So I hope you guys are all staying tuned and getting ready for the giveaway next week. There's also a link to Anna's video that's detailing the collaboration a whole lot more, as well as the instructions on how to enter her giveaway for a couple more chances to win a Mason Top kit. We're super excited to be offering this for you guys, and I can't wait to delve into the fermenting videos. Make sure you're checking them all out and subscribing to the channels that are participating. And remember guys, get out there and get your hands dirty.